Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this video, it is specifically dedicated to Ottawa sisters. They sent me an email asking if I could discuss tips that sisters can utilize on the path of knowledge and to perhaps lend a few words of encouragement and motivation. So I've actually been wanting to record a video like this for a while. So alhamdulillah, this is a good opportunity, and may Allah bless everyone out there seeking knowledge, whether you're a brother, whether you're a sister, whatever your age, whatever your background, wherever you are in the world. May Allah make it easy for you. And I have the same advice for everyone. Basically, when it comes to seeking knowledge, yes, there are specific details that will vary depending on whether you're a male or a female, whether or not you're old or young, whether you live in this country or that country. However, the general advice that I'm going to give today, and inshallah it will be motivating, hopefully, it's the same. It's the same for everybody. And I want to paint a picture. I want to give an example to just really drive the point home. So there's a common theme in many novels, stories, organizations, movies, where you have a specific group or club or organization, and people want to join this club. So what they'll do, for example, let's say that you have the headquarters. People will come and stand outside the headquarters, indicating that they want to be a part of the organization. They want to be let in the building. So they'll stand there at attention, waiting to be let in. And the leaders of that organization will come out, will look at the people standing there. And for the sake of this example, let's say that there's 5 people standing outside of this building waiting to be let in. So one of the leaders comes out, looks at them, and goes by each of them one by one and tells them they're not going to be let in, and gives a specific reason for each one. You're not going to be let in because you're too skinny. You're not going to be let in because you're too fat. You're too stupid. You're too this, you're too that. And let's say that out of those 5 people, one of them puts their head down and goes, yeah, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm not going to be let in. So they go home. So now there's 4 people standing there. So let's say that several hours pass by and another leader comes out and he has some old stale bread. And by this point, these people they're hungry, they're thirsty, they're tired, they've been standing out there for hours in the sun. So he comes out there and he takes this stale bread and he throws it at the feet of these people. Now it's dirty. And he says, this is all that you're going to have to eat. Okay? If you really want to get into this organization, that's all the food you're going to get. So then let's say 2 more people are like, forget this. I'm going to go home. I'm going to have a nice meal. This isn't worth it. So now you're left with 2 people standing there. So let's say now it's nighttime. They're out there. They're getting bitten by mosquitoes and it starts to rain. So out of those 2 people that are left, one of them says, I can't take this anymore. I can't do it. I'm going home. I'm going to the comfort of my own home. I'm not dealing with all of this. And they leave. So you find out in the end, there's 1 person left standing there. And then the leader comes out and he says, all right, you can come in. You can join the organization. That is what seeking knowledge is like. Seeking knowledge is the building, and those people standing outside are those who want to be students of knowledge. Many people over the years, they contact me all the time. Brother Sajid, how do I get into the University of Medina? What should I do to seek knowledge? Help me get accepted. And I sympathize with them because that was me at one point. I was online sending those messages, sending those emails. But the thing is, you have to keep this example in mind because you have to stick it through. You have to make sure that you're going to be a student of knowledge by any means necessary. That's what you're going to do. You have to be really dedicated. People want to just be, not only have their hand held and brought into the building, they want you to pick them up, put them over your shoulder, and drag them into the building. That's not how it works. I can't make anyone a student of knowledge. You have to do that yourself. And I'll give you another example. And this is a real life example. When I came back to America after studying overseas, there are two different individuals who approached me about seeking knowledge overseas, going to Medina and studying. I gave both of them the same response. I said, brother, if you want to study in Medina, what you can do is you can go online, you can do some research. Type in on Google how to apply to the University of Medina. In some cases, I even emailed a link to a tutorial video where they're literally step-by-step explaining to you how to apply to the University of Medina. One of these two individuals kept coming back to me saying, I want to get into Medina, after I had already advised him. And I would ask him, brother, did you do the research? Did you watch that video I sent you? Where are you in the process? And he always had an excuse. He always had an excuse as to why he hadn't watched it yet, why he hadn't done any research yet. To me, that's somebody who, they already went home. They already went home. As soon as a raindrop fell on their head, they went home. I can't do anything for somebody like that. They're wasting my time. As for the other brother, I told him the same exact thing. He didn't even message me back. Later on, I followed up with him. It's like, Akhi, how's it going with the application process? He's like, Alhamdulillah, it's going great. I'm waiting for my passport to come in. I have the imam writing me a recommendation letter. I was like, Akhi, is there anything you need help with? He was like, can you translate, these words for me on the document? I'm like, sure, Akhi, yeah, I'll help you. MashaAllah, you're putting in the work. You're showing that you're not wasting my time and you're not wasting your own time. You really want it. This brother was already memorizing the Quran. He was at a full-time hifz school. Allahumma barak, at this point, he's already finished memorizing the Quran. He's already submitted his application. So the reason I'm explaining all of this is because people have it twisted when it comes to seeking knowledge. People want to learn their deen. They want to learn Arabic. They want to memorize Quran. We all want all the nice things in the world. What are you willing to do to get those things? It's not just going to fall out of the sky onto your lap. You have to put in some work. That's something people don't realize. And this is why anyone who studied in Medina, for example, we've seen people come and go. As soon as we got there, we were told by senior American students how it was such a small percentage of accepted students from the US that actually got through the program because they would quit. They would give up. Something would happen. They'd go home. This happened over and over and over again throughout the years. So my advice is anybody, whether you're a brother, whether you're a sister, whatever your age, whatever the case may be, you have to want it. You have to work hard at it. What are you doing every day to learn Arabic, to memorize Quran? All those other details, inshallah, Allah will facilitate all those other things for you once you start really putting in that work. Because the resources are there. The videos, the PDFs, the websites, The people in your community, online, they're there to help you, to teach you. Are you willing to put in the work on your end? That's the question. Another real life example, when I came back to America. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll see I developed an Arabic reading course, teaching people how to read Arabic, one letter at a time. I made a WhatsApp group for the local people in my community saying I'm teaching how to read Arabic. I put together this program. I posted the PDF. I said, do the exercises, take a picture. I'll check your homework. It's like 50 people joined the group. Maybe 1 or 2 of them have consistently been going through the entire program. That's just the reality of it. So there is no easy way to just say, oh, this, you want to seek knowledge? This is how you do it. It's simple, but it takes work. It takes consistent effort. So, inshallah, there is more specific stuff that can be said. And I think Sheikh Ahmed, he recorded a video that I'll put in the description if you want to follow up. He gives you a more overview in regards to specifically how to seek knowledge. And it really doesn't differ whether you're a male or a female, other than, this is an all-male university versus this is an all-female university and things like that. But there are resources available for everyone, especially in this day and age with the internet. So, check out that link in the description and keep that example in mind. Are you one of those people who, as soon as the wind blows, you're going to go home? As soon as it starts raining, you're going to give up? Because there are people who do that. There are people who, they fly to Medina wanting to study, it's a dream of mine to go over there and study, but it's too much for them to stand in a line in the heat to get their blood drawn so that they can get their residency card. Like, it's too much for them. So what are you willing to do? That's something that you have to consider. If you work hard, if you don't give up, if you sincerely try, there's no doubt, inshallah, you are going to seek knowledge. You're going to learn Arabic. You're going to memorize Quran. You're going to understand fiqh. You're going to be able to give da'wah. You're going to taste the fruits of putting in that work. When you start praying, you're going to see the effect. When you start reading Quran and you can understand it, it's going to be overwhelming because you put in all of that work and Allah is going to repay you for that work in this life and in the hereafter, inshallah. But are you willing to put in the work? That's the question. So Allah knows best. I hope that was beneficial. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.